every soul. Family ties tangle, spaghetti in a maze. Growing up in this world of non-stop craze. Through Wonderland's gates we unlock the scene. Heartfelt confessions mixed with caffeine. Identity a mirror, emotions on the grind. Relationships weave webs tangled in the mind. Dad had a dad joke, mom had a battle cry. Bro screaming GTA, sister waving goodbye. Chaos at the dinner table, feelings hit the wall. Trying to grow tall, but the ceiling's way too small. Through Wonderland's gates we unlock the scene. Heartfelt confessions mixed with caffeine. Identity a mirror, emotions on the grind. Relationships weave webs tangled in the mind.
Welcome back to Wonderland Unlocked. This is episode 59, and today we're diving into a topic that might hit close to home for many of us: the looking glass family. What happens when the family we know, the family we love, isn't quite what it seems? What happens when secrets, lies, and double lives lie just beneath the surface, hidden behind the mirror we've always trusted? Family is often painted as a safe haven, a place where unconditional love and loyalty should thrive. But in some families, what we see on the outside isn't always the full picture. Maybe your family is keeping secrets, hiding a painful truth, or living in denial. Or maybe, just maybe, you've discovered that the family you thought you knew isn't who they appear to be at all. Throughout this episode, we're going to explore what happens when those illusions shatter, when the truth becomes impossible to ignore. Let's take a deeper look at how these looking glass families function, the impact of their hidden lives, and how we can begin to uncover the truths buried within. Stay with me as we enter a world where family mirrors reflect something far different than the image we expect. When we're growing up, many of us are taught that family is a sacred bond, one of loyalty, love, and unwavering support. Our homes are meant to be a sanctuary, a safe place where we can be ourselves without fear of judgment. But what happens when the family we grew up with isn't the family we thought it was? What happens when the image of unity and love is cracked wide open, revealing the hidden truths beneath? You see, families can be like mirrors, reflecting back an idealized version of ourselves. But just as in Alice in Wonderland, sometimes the reflections in our family are distorted. What appears perfect on the outside might be riddled with secrets, lies, and double lives. Some signs that your family might be hiding a secret: unexplained absences or strange behavior that doesn't add up, family members who seem too good to be true or too perfect to be real, moments when something feels off but no one ever acknowledges it, a sense of unease when you dig too deep into the past. But why do families keep these secrets? What drives them to hide the truth, even when it threatens to tear them apart? Let's explore why some families become mirrors, reflecting something far different than the truth. Family secrets often begin small. Maybe it's a little white lie that spirals, or a truth that's too painful to share. Over time, these secrets grow, hidden beneath layers of shame, guilt, or fear. There are several reasons why families choose to keep secrets. Fear of judgment. Some family members fear what others will think if they know the truth, whether it's about their past mistakes or present struggles. Protecting the family image. Many families believe that maintaining a pristine image is more important than confronting uncomfortable truths. The idea of saving face becomes a priority. Trauma. Past trauma can be so painful that it's easier to lock it away than to face it. Some family members may even convince themselves that it's better to keep secrets than to reopen old wounds. Control. Some family members use secrets as a form of control. If the truth is hidden, they can shape the narrative and dictate the terms of the family story. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive deeper into the kinds of secrets that can shape a looking glass family. Sometimes it's not just about withholding a single truth, it's about constructing an entire alternate reality. Imagine you're living in a family where the stories you're told are all distorted, where truths are conveniently forgotten, or where everything you thought you knew turns out to be a fabrication. Let's break down some of the most common hidden lives that exist in families. The double life of the parent. Some parents lead lives that their children are completely unaware of. They might be hiding a secret relationship, an addiction, or even financial issues. From the outside, they appear to be the ideal parent, loving, successful, and responsible. But beneath the surface, they're living a double life. This can be incredibly confusing for children, who may feel betrayed when they discover that their parents aren't who they thought they were. What's even more challenging is when these parents go to great lengths to protect their secret, making the family feel like they're living in a constant performance. The sibling who vanishes. Then there's the sibling who seems to disappear into the shadows. They might only appear on holidays or special occasions, always with an excuse about why they can't stay long or why they've been distant. In some cases, these family members may be hiding something serious like a mental health struggle, substance abuse, or a toxic relationship. Their absence, while not always obvious at first, eventually creates a sense of unease, especially when you realize that they've been living a life completely separate from the rest of the family. The family secret no one wants to talk about. Every family has that one secret, the one everyone knows exists but no one wants to address. Maybe it's about a past trauma, a hidden affair, or a dark family history. Perhaps it's a member of the family who's been written off or erased from the narrative. These secrets can remain buried for years, and it's often only after a triggering event, such as a major life change, a health scare, or a deep personal revelation, that the truth starts to surface. This can feel like a betrayal to those who've been kept in the dark. The hidden dysfunction. For some families, the dysfunction isn't necessarily a secret. It's just swept under the rug and ignored. Maybe there's ongoing tension, a lack of communication, or unhealthy power dynamics, but no one ever acknowledges it. Instead, there's a facade of happiness and normalcy, even though behind the scenes, there's emotional neglect, manipulation, or even abuse. Family members might go along with this presence because they feel it's safer to keep up appearances than to confront the underlying issue. Over time, this creates a toxic atmosphere where everyone knows something's wrong, but no one wants to talk about it. These hidden lives, these secrets, don't just affect the person who's hiding them. They ripple outwards, shaping the lives around them. The longer these secrets remain buried, the harder it becomes for the truth to come to light. And when it does, it often feels like the foundation of the family is cracked beyond repair. So what happens when the secrets finally come to light? When the illusions crack and the truth about the looking glass family is no longer avoidable? For some families, the impact is immediate and devastating. For others, it's a slow unraveling, a process of uncovering hidden layers one at a time. When family members live double lives, it leads to a breakdown of trust. No longer can you rely on what you thought was true. Relationships that were once built on a foundation of loyalty and openness are suddenly built on shifting sands. Trust can be shattered, and with it, the entire dynamic of the family changes. In some cases, it's hard to recover. You might find yourself questioning everything you thought you knew about your family and even yourself. But beyond the surface level chaos, there are deeper emotional consequences. Feelings of betrayal. When you discover that your family members have been hiding the truth, it feels like a personal betrayal. You wonder how long the lies have been going on, why you weren't told, and why you were kept in the dark. Loss of identity. Many people's sense of self is tied up in their family's image. If the family is suddenly revealed to be full of secrets and lies, it can feel like a loss of identity. Who are you if the family you thought you knew doesn't exist anymore? The burden of guilt. If you're the one who uncovers the truth, there may be a sense of guilt. Guilt for uncovering something painful, guilt for being the one to expose the lie. This is especially true if the truth has the potential to hurt or devastate family members. Families with hidden truths often struggle to regain their footing. Rebuilding trust after betrayal can feel like an impossible task. The bonds that were once built on shared experiences and mutual understanding now seem fragile and uncertain. But is it possible to heal after uncovering these family secrets? Is there hope for rebuilding the relationship, or is it too broken to fix? If you're dealing with a looking glass family, one where the mirror has shattered and the truth has come to light, it can be a painful journey of reconciliation. But it doesn't mean it's the end. Healing and rebuilding may take time, but it's not impossible. Here are some strategies to help navigate the aftermath of a family secret coming to light. Acknowledge the pain. Before moving forward, you have to allow yourself to feel the pain of betrayal and loss. It's normal to grieve for the family you thought you knew. Give yourself permission to feel hurt, anger, or confusion. It's part of the healing process. Set boundaries. Rebuilding a relationship after the secrets have been exposed requires boundaries. It's important to set emotional boundaries that protect you from further harm. If you need space or time to process, make that clear. Communicate openly. While it's not easy to have difficult conversations, open and honest communication is crucial. If you feel comfortable, try to talk about the secrets, how they've impacted you, and how you hope to move forward. Seek support. Whether through therapy or support groups, it's helpful to find others who can offer guidance as you navigate these difficult waters. Talking to someone who understands the complexities of family dynamics can help you make sense of your emotions and actions. Healing after a looking glass family situation is never simple, but it's possible. It requires patience, forgiveness, and sometimes accepting that some things can never return to the way they were. But that doesn't mean you can't find a new way forward, one where the truth, however painful, has paved the way for a healthier, more honest future. Thank you for joining me today in this deep dive into the looking glass families. I hope you've gained some insight into how hidden truths and family secrets can shape our lives and relationships. If you're dealing with a situation like this, remember you're not alone. Healing is a process, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe and leave me a review on your favorite platform. Your support means the world to me. And as always, stay curious and keep unlocking the wonders of your own story. Until next time.